100%. I haven't got a knockout in a long time, so I'm itching. It's been a couple of fights, and I believe truly I've manifested. I've saw the vision of him getting knocked out, highlight reel KO, and I'm just excited to be able to deliver that for the fans and have one of the another most viral knockouts ever.
It's quicker than him. He much stronger, much bigger, but we all know that tall fighters is a taller fighter. A shorter person is hard to fight a taller person. So.
While Jake Paul stirs up drama outside the ring, Gervonta Tank Davis stays locked in on his craft, sharpening his power and explosive combinations with the same intensity fans know him for. This isn't just regular training for Tank, this is who he is. Every punch carries speed, precision, and destructive power, turning each heavy bag session into serious preparation for the damage he plans to unleash in the ring. No games, just pure focus on delivering another standout performance. Unlike most fighters who stick to strict daytime routines, Gervonta Tank Davis follows a rhythm that matches his unpredictable style: calm, calculated, and explosive when needed. A true night person, he structures camp around his natural energy, ensuring he peaks under the bright lights. Every jab, hook, and combination is thrown with intention, showing he's not just preparing but building the storm he plans to unleash on fight night. While most fighters stick to strict daytime routines, Gervonta Tank Davis thrives on a schedule that reflects his unpredictable style: patient, precise, and explosive when it matters most. A natural night owl, he's shaped his camp around his own energy flow, making sure he peaks when the spotlight is on.
For a very, very big moment, what is your normal day-to-day like at this time of a camp?
I'm also a night person, but I might go to sleep probably around like 3 to 4. Probably wake up probably like 11, get my run in, and then eat, probably lay back down, and then wake up probably like 6 or 7, get my night workout in.
Damn, so you're doing 2-a-days at this point, running.
While these late-night sessions aren't new, they remain the system that keeps Tank's knockout power sharp late in fights. By training his body to operate at full speed under the lights, there's certainty that when he enters the arena, he'll be at peak form and power. Fans can be sure the crowd will witness the same precision and proven punching force they paid to see. Once camp kicked off, Gervonta Tank Davis instantly flipped the switch to all-out mode. From the start, it was clear he wasn't easing in but charging full speed into beast mode. Every workout carried intensity, focus, and raw aggression aimed at Lamont Roach fight night. There was no holding back. Each session was a relentless effort to sharpen every tool in his arsenal. This version of Tank is what opponents fear most. He's not preparing just to win, he's preparing to dominate. Every punch, every combo, every move is executed with purpose to maximize damage, control, and timing. It's clear why he's seen as one of boxing's most dangerous forces. From the outside, this isn't just training, it's a display of controlled violence, a championship mindset, and a warning to anyone who dares step in the ring with him. From day one of camp, every punch Gervonta "Tank" Davis threw carried knockout intent, showing Lamont Roach isn't just up against a focused fighter but a force determined to finish with authority. There's no hesitation in his combinations. They're calculated, precise, and built to dominate from the opening bell. Davis's speed, timing, and ring IQ are already elite, but what sets him apart is the destructive power that makes him one of boxing's deadliest finishers. In this camp, every shot is delivered with the kind of force that can break through defenses and impose his will, proving Tank doesn't step in the ring just to win. He steps in to control, overwhelm, and leave a mark his opponents won't forget. Speaking on Tank's early camp, Kenny Ellis made it clear they aren't concerned about anything leading up to fight night. He admitted Jake may bring certain advantages, but stressed that anything is possible when you believe. Ellis added that their focus is on trusting Tank's skills and taking on every challenge by finding the smartest ways to land clean, effective shots on Jake.
About his power or his height or anything like that?
Not at all. Not at all. It's a few ways you can skin a cat.
He also confirmed the fight preparations, saying Tank's training is on an extremely high level. Their job, he explained, is to guide him and make sure every detail in camp is handled, while always being there whenever Tank calls. Davis is pushing himself harder than ever for this matchup, showing fans a level of work they've never seen before. Confidence, he noted, comes from training, and when Tank stays locked in at this intensity, it guarantees he'll be ready to give his absolute best in the ring.
How did this come about? Do you have any details how they work this out?
Actually, I don't.
Oh, okay.
That was a surprise to me, you know. All I do is train. When Tank called me, I'm in camp. As far as the business side, I don't get into that.
In today's lead story, early in camp, Gervonta "Tank" Davis is keeping his preparation sharp and disciplined, focusing on strength, conditioning, and pad work. The goal is to build a strong foundation for the demanding weeks ahead while sharpening timing, rhythm, and power. Right now, it's about discipline, laying the groundwork, and getting both body and mind ready to handle the tougher stages of camp. Shakur Stevenson weighed in, saying Jake Paul is no real factor for Gervonta "Tank" Davis despite any size advantage. He explained that Tank's speed, skill, and ring IQ make size meaningless. After his fight with Lamont, Davis even said he'd face someone like Jake, showing full confidence in himself. The general belief is that on fight night, Tank's precision, skill set, and smart strategy will quickly overwhelm Paul and remove any doubt about the outcome.
Size will play some part of the fight, but if I'm thinking like I'm Tank, I'm probably just gonna go out there and try to outbox him and use my knowledge and IQ against him. So I can see Tank just outboxing him and making it real easy.
Is there any way you could, any realistic or legitimate way in your mind you could see Jake Paul winning a fight against Tank?
No.
No way.
Calvin Ford called the matchup a very dangerous fight, acknowledging that while Jake Paul gets plenty of criticism, he's proven himself in the ring and earned respect as someone capable of winning big fights. Still, Ford made it clear that facing Gervonta "Tank" Davis will be Jake's toughest challenge yet, one that will test his heart, skills, and mental toughness round after round. He emphasized that Tank's speed, power, and elite ring IQ make this the kind of fight only the most prepared and disciplined fighter can hope to win.
Jake Paul and Tank been going at it for years, and I got to worry about his safety, you know?
Absolutely. And how did this fight come about? Because I remember Jake was at the fight with him and Lamont when Gervonta fought, and I thought it was next, right?
No, they was talking about this for years. You know,
Yeah.
Tank been going back and forth for so long, and people don't understand that, you know? And one thing I can say about Jake, he's good at what he do, and he's been doing it. That's why he's where he's at. And everybody keeps saying, to be honest, this is a risky fight. You understand? Anything can happen because I don't know all the logistics besides gloves, what weight class. There's a lot of stuff I don't know.
Jake Paul has come a long way from his YouTube beginnings, building a name in boxing with several headline fights under his belt. He gained attention by defeating MMA stars like Ben Askren, Tyron Woodley, and Nate Diaz, steadily improving with each fight. Paul proved he could compete with skilled, experienced fighters during his bout against former UFC champion Anderson Silva. For Gervonta Tank Davis, this fight isn't about adding another win to his record. It's about shutting down someone who thrives on hype without the credentials to back it up, both in the ring and in his image. The focus is on respecting boxing and proving that true champions outperform the noise.
Beast mode, let's go.
Looking closer at the fight, Ryan Garcia didn't hold back, calling it an embarrassment to boxing. He said scheduling matches like this is ridiculous and stressed that real competition is what keeps the sport credible.
How did you feel when you first saw that it was a thing?
It pissed me the fuck off, bro.
Yeah, why?
It's just disappointing on mainly Jake's end. You know, we're not falling for the Disney Channel bit no more. We're not falling for you're not a fighter no more. We're not falling for that. You know, you're ranked as a cruiserweight and you're out here trying to fight a lightweight. And then on top of it, you were just talking about fighting Anthony Joshua. That doesn't make no sense. And, you know, I just felt like it was a disgrace to boxing and kind of it was not a good move by Jake Paul. You know, I understand people saying, you know, Gervonta got to go get his money, you know, blah, blah, blah. But, we're not talking about that shit. We're talking about the sport, bro. We're not talking about...
Adding to the criticism, Dylan Dennis called the matchup a joke, saying the fighters are misleading the public and that nothing exciting should be expected. He compared it to a sparring session, claiming it's purely a publicity stunt for attention and views, not a true display of athletic skill or sportsmanship.
We've seen a real fight.
What do you make of Tank versus Gervonta?
It's a joke. It's a joke, you know. Yeah, it's a joke. It's going to be like Mike Tyson. It's going to be a sparring match, and after they're going to just steal everybody's money. Same thing.
That wraps up Gervonta Tank Davis's intense fight camp for Jake Paul. Now we want to hear from you. How do you see this fight playing out? Will Tank's speed, power, and sharp ring IQ overwhelm Paul, or could we see a huge upset? Share your predictions in the comments. We love reading every fan take. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more exclusive Fight Night insights, behind-the-scenes training, and hype content, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing. Stay tuned for the next explosive showdown in boxing.